My name is Annie Breglia, and I have a message from Lei Lei, who is a being that I've been channeling for some time. If you want to know more about it, you can go to my website, which is 8, the number 8, hummingbirdway.com, and go to About Annie. It will tell you about um, who Lei Lei is. She's a conglomeration of beings, and there are messages there on the posts that I have sent from her. And this is our second time uh, making a video on you that we're going to put on YouTube, or intending to put on YouTube. And Lei Lei, the floor is yours. Thank you, Annie. And we greet you. We find ourselves on a path in the forest. We are just entering the forest. It is a large, dark forest. Not frightening, just very dense. Let us see what unfolds here. We see a sort of a large being that looks like a box or a trash can or something boxy that's not what we usually perceive as a life form, but it has an awareness, and it is blocking our path. Actually, this is all we can see at this time. We can see this boxy life form, and we are waiting to see if it has a message for us, or we look. The box opens, and inside we see a long, brightly lit hallway with a doorway at the end, and we are going to enter it. So we enter the door, we enter this place, we enter into this hallway, and we walk and walk, and there's nothing. It is not too narrow. It is fairly narrow, but not claustrophobically so. And we are walking and walking. We don't seem to be getting closer to the doorway. In fact, we cannot see it any longer. We simply see this hallway. And we feel there is an analogy here that is being made, and it is about life. It is about life. When you, as humans, enter this life, you may have some understanding initially before you can speak, before you can express your knowledge, but you find yourself in such a taxing environment with all these humans who are sometimes disharmonious, having to cry for the food that you need, not having control of your body. And soon you forget, within a couple of years, you forget where you originated, why you planned to come here, and you don't remember your intentions or your goals or who these people are. They are your family now. You are just taking them for granted as people, the people that are with you And there are no more questions. All the questions that were in your mind in the first months and years have vanished to become simply trying to cope with this reality, trying to communicate, trying to navigate your physical body, trying to understand how you should conduct yourself. What is the proper way in this world where it matters so much if you do the right thing? It matters so much if you don't make a mess of your dress, if you don't make a cut your pants on the rocks while you are playing, and everything is strange. And this is how our lives start. If we're lucky, we have attentive parents. If you are lucky, you have attentive parents and support of extended family, siblings, aunts and uncles, grandparents. You have all the food you need. You're safe and warm. If you're not lucky, you might be in danger in an unstable environment, in an unsafe environment without enough food, without compassion for you, your being, and surrounded by what seems like lack of compassion in entirety. So this is the long hallway that we are walking down. This is the analogy that we are making. We are currently in a similar position. We are not in danger. We are aware of who we are, of what we are doing, but we feel that this long hallway is an illustration of how a human enters a life. And even those who are lucky and have their needs met, and there is plenty of food and many loving family members around to spend time with, to attend to you, it is still very rarely an environment that is in touch with spirit which is where you came from. And so you have to learn the ways. You've had to learn. When you were very young, you had to learn the ways of this physical reality that has come to be from the human race, the thousands and thousands of years of the human race unfolding, developing into what they were when you were born. And then as you grow, there are more developments. And it seems that you are not connected with spirit. It seems like there is no way to connect with spirit. It seems like nobody you know. You hear these things about monks and Buddhists and high beings, people who have had near-death experiences. You hear things like this, but you cannot connect to it because you are simply in the dark. Even though this hallway is lit for me, it doesn't seem to end. There is no doorway. Even though I saw it initially, the doorway seemed to have disappeared. So whatever you might have thought was ahead of you and where you were going when you were first entered this physical reality, that's gone. You don't know. You don't remember that. You don't even have a sense that there was something. You simply have come to follow the rules of the culture, of the people around you, of the people who support you, the expectations, and this is where we are. However, there is a doorway, and we start to see it again. At some point in your life, a door opens. A door may open and provide a glimpse of something beyond the physical reality of support, of connection on another level. It could be through a church. It could be through a wise person you spoke with on the street that just seemed different and seemed connected in a different way than anybody you knew. It might be through an animal. It might be through nature, through spending time in water or woods or desert or whatever environment provides to you the connection that opens your being to a more expansive being. And many people at this time are finding doorways such as these through other people, through teachings, because things are changing on this planet. It is time. It is time for us all, for you all, humans, to open to a more expansive way of being, more loving, more trusting, more confident and sure within yourself, a searching, but with something that tells you this is not just a random search. There is something here that I know about deep within myself that is where I should be heading. And so we encourage you to open, to trust your sense of these things. You have been down the long hallway of confusion and disorientation and confirmation, but now it is time. Things are changing, and it's time for you to open, to trust, to allow yourself to expand into the person you came here to be. You were born for this time, and here you are now. And so we give you this message. We provide this message in love and gratitude for who you are, for the path you walk, for the light that you carry. And for now, we are complete. Blessings to you.